Hello and welcome back to the Impression Wiz channel. I'm your host, the Impression Wiz. And we're back with Eridan's path for pesterquest. The last episode got really opinionated, let's say. I do want to say I did maybe say a little bit of my opinions in the video, but I really was more saying that Eridan's the one kind of people I'm not the biggest fan of in the world. He's a hypocrite. Especially with, like, segregation. Because he was talking about, like, genders, and honestly, if a guy wants to wear a dress, or if you're trans, I'm fine with that. I have some friends that are... Well, I don't think I have friends that are cross-dressers, really, but... I do have some trans friends that I've been talking to and actually run D&D with. And they're really neat people. But then he goes into basically a racist thing of hemospectrum, which is kind of like skin color, but with blood. So, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And my opinions are mine, so if I do say any of my opinions and you don't agree with them, that's fine if you don't agree with them, but also keep in mind, you really don't have to watch this video if you don't want to. If you don't want to hear any opinions, go ahead and skip to the next one, which I hope doesn't have a lot of opinionated things. So, I try not to put too much of my opinions in certain things, if that... I mean, yes, I have my opinions, and sometimes they might bleed into my videos, but Eridan's the only one where it's bled into a point where I hate the guy. With that long introduction done, let's get back into it. And I'll be honest, I don't know if he's actually going to be uploaded. I may have skip him entirely. Just because I don't like him. And this is more his personality, not his accent. Anyway. Which is why I've planned so many raids on their neighborhoods on this very airship and spent so much time shipping leagues into the air and shooting holes into lower blood feet. That'll show them to have less satisfactory essence coursing through their veins. You immediately fall to your knees and start throwing up on the floor. You quickly reassure Eridan that you didn't unceremoniously barf all over his likely priceless carpet in response to his overwhelming classist sentiments and conflicting, almost hypocritical viewpoints on different hierarchical power structures. No, you just puked your guts out for some other completely different reason. It was probably just something in the air that smelled. Oh, thank gosh. I think that right there saved it for me. Something's probably just full of shit, yeah. Whatever you'd say, I guess. You decide to hit the conversational go back button and challenge Eridan on the much more interesting topic that came up. Why isn't he very public as an ally if he's so fascinated with the subject of gender? What are you kidding? I'm not an ally. I haven't fucking done anything. Even if I were, I don't know if you've noticed from my whole quadrant situation, but people know and hate me. It's like I've been such a relentless flirt that it becomes policy at some theaters and restaurants for employees to stab specifically Eridan Empora in the hand if I annoy them. Which isn't too big of a deal because violet bloods like me are pretty fucking sturdy, but violet blah, I suck, and I bet half of this whole planet knows it. To the extent that, like, if I openly support something like the stigmatization of gender non-conforming trolls, any existing groups would hate me, and anyone outside of those would use me as an excuse to deride the seriousness of it at all. And I'm not going to be selfish about this thing in particular. Oh, you didn't really think about it all like that. Even then, surely it wouldn't be as bad as Eridan thinks, right? At this point, I'm used to being hated. Comfortable with it, even. At least it means someone thinking about me. There's a palpable loneliness in his words. Maybe this is why he's so desperate all the time. Anyways, let's talk about something else. Like Solix. Do you know if he has the rumored and highly sought after double bulge or not? Just curious. What? Fuck it. I'll ask myself. Before you can say anything else to dissuade him from simultaneously being a huge creep asshole to one of his friends and possibly unraveling one of the most unnecessary mysteries of troll biology, Eridan whoops out a palm husk and starts frantically dialing in some numbers with extreme... Oh gosh. Hey! For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. This better not be about your ex again. Didn't I tell you a million times to stop talking to me already? First of all, don't rub it in about piss blood. I can come to your house and put a bullet through your skull. Second of all, no, I'm here to ask something else. Do you have a fucking double bulge? Wow. What the fuck? You kind of hate this conversation. When you look at Eridan, you get the feeling that despite initiating it, he kind of does too. He's pacing around frantically. I've heard the rumors, pal. First off, not your pal. Second of all, what makes you think I don't have a triple bulge? Oh gosh, Solix, why? Oh crap, I went... Okay. Fuck off. Listen, we aren't unraveling this mystery for a couple sweeps at least. It's way too fucking funny to do that. You are way too goddamn lame. Why do I even talk to you? You should be fucking ecstatic that I grace you with my effervescence. Goddamn phone presence. You mean palm husk? What the fuck ever, dude? Cranky because I'm fucking irresistible, aren't you? Fuck you. Ever since the apocalypse got fucking canceled, you turned into this complete moronic e-boy, and it's driving me out of my goddamn mind.
Do you even know what an e-boy is? I bet you're just mad because you
Got cucked by me super hard. What?
Yeah. I've basically been making out with FF for the last 30 minutes now.
What? Hey, Solix. Wait. That's a Radia. Hey, Solix. Who are you talking to? Oh, wait, no, that's Fefri. Hey, Solix, who are you talking to? I don't have a voice for her, so I apologize if that was bad. Come on, I didn't... An entitled thub. Put Fef on the phone, you quadrupled horn. Dick... I was almost going to combine their accents. That's interesting. Dick shitter. Oh, are you finally making fish puns?
I'm definitely making some kind of pun right now, yeah.
Listen, you stupid motherfucker. Next time I see you, I will kill you.
Really now? Are you really murderous today, or just trying to get your daily negging in on me? Listen. How about we settle this whole ass mess now? I'm gonna head over to that airship you keep driving around the neighborhood in 2 hours. Get your dumb ass over there and fight me, fuckboy.
You hear a beep from the phone. Solix hung up. Eridan's face softens from the expression of rage and anger into one of tranquility and calm before he starts to laugh a little. Holy shit. This a date I'm about to go on. Wow. Oh. This would be the time for the Picard facepalm. Or any facepalm for that matter. Oh, Eridan. Oh. Am I going to be brave enough to actually put Eridan out there? Guess we'll find out. Let's finish the video, though. You put a hand on his back and congratulate him. He seems as anxious as he is ecstatic at the moment. Somehow he's completely changed his demeanor from when he was talking to Solix. It's like he was almost playing up his awfulness? He starts mumbling to himself about what he's going to do and say to Solix when he gets here. A lot of it sounds pretty rude, but also rather performative, like whatever a wrestler says when they have fictional beef. You decide to take this opportunity to snatch a cape. Gotta update your ever-growing wardrobe. Some time passes, and you make your way to the airship. Airship deck with Eridan, who's having trouble keeping his face from cracking into a smile. Or at least the closest expression you've seen to him having one. Solix hovers over in front of you, a couple dozen feet above. When you look up at him, his frown contorts into something more akin to a snarl, and red and blue energy starts crackling around his eyes like lightning. Remember when I asked you to stop calling me? Well, what?
I've asked you literally 40 times to stop doing that, and so many other things, and you haven't listened. So I've decided I'm going to cut you out of my life, one way or another. Understand? You look at Erden. He looks a little less ecstatic than he did before. He gazes directly at Solix above him with a worried look on his face, shifting his general stance so that he can better keep his balance. You have a feeling this was more than he bargained for. You look down at the ground and reflexively brace yourself for impact. You felt combat psionics before with Adasia. I don't know how to pronounce that. And shit gets crazy fast. It's a good thing you did, too. You hear a much louder crackle this time and look back at Solix. An aura now visibly enveloping his body, not developing. He's glowing red and blue with lightning still energizing into existence inches away from his eyes. You feel the shock waves of his pure psionic force weighing you down, making your legs feel more like jelly every second. It's as if gravity itself is bowing down to Solix. I'm not going to do a full scream because that would actually hurt my throat. And also your ears.
Come on now, is this all you fucking got?
Something about Eridan's feeble taunt tells you that this is absolutely more than he bargained for. Nevertheless, he pulls out his gun and aims it right at Solix with completely unwarranted confidence. Solix's psychokinetic force is so overwhelming that your legs give out. You hit the deck, stomach to the floor, knees to the ground, and ass in the air. Yeah, there's pretty much no way you can stop this. Solix shoots fucking laser beams out of his eyes, and Eridan returns the favor with his own gun laser, resulting in the most anime-ass beam struggle you've ever seen. The clash ends in a huge explosion of smoke and obscures everything from view. Very much like in Homestuck, how it kind of happened too, except Eridan had a wand in that case and not the gun. Defying the forces of the blast, you zap into the smoke to get a better look. You quickly meet with a vast array of shurikens spinning wildly through the air in front of you, towards Eridan, using the smoke as cover. Eridan blasts most of them away, but the largest lodges itself right into the barrel of his gun, as if to say, "Nothing personal, jackass." Solix files out from behind, swiftly drop-kicking Eridan into a cannon, which seems to have been loaded with glitter. When Eridan crashes through the other side, he collapsed covered in scraps of confetti. He bleeds less than you expected. Nothing personal, jackass. By the time Eridan gets up and dislodges the shuriken from his gun, Solix has disappeared from both of your fields of view. Where the hell did he... You hear literal tons of rock crumbling below. You look down and see nothing. You look left, right, behind you, all around, upwards. He's above you, pointing upwards. Levitating some kind of humongous... Is that a fucking shopping mall? Did Solix bring a fucking mall to a gunfight? Wait, that mall isn't that... It's that mall. The one where, in an errant timeline, Dureya pleaded with you to take her to Earth, away from this hellish planet society, and into a world that was even the slightest bit less bleak. You lose yourself briefly in your thoughts. You couldn't help Dyra then. And now that it'd be easy to fulfill that one request, it's impossible yet again. It's so frustrating. You couldn't save Dyra. Or Dyra, yeah, I can't. You couldn't save anyone. And maybe it's too late for you to do that, but maybe you've been fucking around too much today. Maybe, just maybe, there's someone you can save right now. The mall is massive, and if it collides with the ship from that height above, oh fuck, you have to get out of here.
Gotta give you credit that here, soul. Nobody ever tries to maul me with something so frickin' big.
What the fuck do you mean, maul you? Or what the fuck, do you mean maul you? What does that even mean, maul? It's a verb.
No, hold on. Okay, see, when we are thinking of two different words, that sounds the same.
Wait. I literally could not care less. Solich flings the thankfully abandoned maul directly at Eridan with what must be an ungodly amount of psionic force, screaming his throat raw the entire time. Good thing it's not actually doing it, because I would have a raw throat after. Okay, fuck. I know it's now or never. You have to get off this ship now. Eridan might be durable enough to survive getting dropkicked through solid steel with nothing more than a couple of scratches, but you're fragile. You'd probably die from tripping on the stairs wrong. But even then, there's no way Eridan's getting out of this unscathed. Maybe you have time to save him. What should you do?
I don't know what the best choice is here.
I guess I'm going to try saving Eridan. You can't just sit here and let someone like Eridan get sandwiched in between a massive airship and the entire fucking mall. You've got this. You're about to jump in like a fucking action hero and save Eridan. What is there to worry about? Oh, anyways, all you have to do is teleport in and out. Alright, step 1, teleport in. You zap right in front of Eridan and he immediately shoots your arm off. Okay, ow. Eridan clearly wasn't planning to injure you so badly. You quickly see that he's rocketing to the edge of the ship using his gun blast as propulsion. Fuck, he's already had an escape plan, and Jesus fuck, this hurts your arm. Or what's left of it. Feels like it got plunged into the fucking sun. Why did nobody tell you that sudden laser beam amputation hurts this much? Distracted by the pain, you find it hard to focus on warping out of here. You can't even bring yourself to focus on Solix yelling fuck, fuck, fuck as the titanic shopping structure hurtles towards you. You try to steady your breathing, calm down, and try to focus on reality around you. Unfortunately, reality doesn't stop for you, and neither does the unfathomable march of gravity, as the sheer force of them all crushes you to death. If only you were a little less fragile, maybe you'd find two boys surrounded by the rubble of a crash site, shaken at the fatal consequences of their spat. Okay, I like this right here, because whoops is all he says. As you know what that means. That was not the right decision. It's too dangerous. Get off of the ship without him. Fuck it. He'll be fine. Is there anything he needs help with right now? Is something a little bit deeper in his soul than the fact that he's being attacked by a building. You try to think of somewhere to zap, anywhere. While you do this, you notice Eridan fires a blast towards the ship from his gun, propelling him away from the center of impact. You immediately just need to get out of here as fast as your mind can take you, so you close your eyes, zap away, and you feel your surroundings change. You find yourself in a wasteland. There's a ton of smoke in the distance, coming from what must be the site of the airship crash. You take solace in the fact that Solix was cognizant enough of his surroundings that he chose not to send the airship crashing into a city full of people because of beef he had with one dude. After a bit of walking, you see the source of the smoke in the distance. The wreckage is astounding. There's sharp metal fragments and concrete pointing out in all directions. Standing in front of it all is Solix. You frantically zap your way towards him and ask if he and Aridin are all right. Well, that'll throw a guy not to ask people about the shape of their bulge. Yeah, we're fine. We're both fine. He's not dead. Or he's not dead. Blah. Multiple accents are sometimes hard to do and keep them in check because these are two very different ones. Oh, thank God. For the record, I haven't actually made out with FF or anything yet. That was just to rile him up. You ask Solix what Aridin did to him that was so bad he wanted to kill him. Okay, first of all, definitely didn't want to kill him. Way too much of a hassle. I would know if he was about to die anyways. Second of all, this asswipe called me an ass-crack at ass-crack o'clock and either spouts some high-blood superiority garbage he doesn't even believe or complains about his love life. Basically every fucking day. So what he's saying is that throwing a maul at Aridin was just meant to send a message? Pretty much. You know, not long ago he actually tried to pay me lots of money to wiretap FF, just to see if he ever talked about him. Oh geez, yikes. Naturally, I took the money and didn't do that at all. Massive waste of time and energy. Not to mention skeevy as fuck. I actually told her about that because it was kind of hilariously pathetic. It's how we got talking that's how we got talking in the first place. But enough about me. Why do you even care about this guy? I get your whole friend stick, but he's not your responsibility, nor mine. Maybe Solix is right. Maybe it's not your job as a friend to make Aridin feel better, or fix his problems, or set him on the right track. That's probably why his Moirail, why everyone gets sick of him. But, like, you're supposed to do something here for everyone. You can feel it. Like you're supposed to smear your huge ass all over Destiny and say, eat my ass, Destiny. All these kids will get the chance to have good lives. You're sure this isn't just some kind of hero complex? Maybe. Probably. You just wish Aridin could be a little bit less of a tool bag. Is that too much to ask? Well, I guess you can do whatever you want. I won't stop you. But he doesn't deserve this, you know. Maybe not. But this doesn't change what you're going to try and do. You've got a lot to say to Aridin. You wave Solix goodbye, and make your way around the field of rubble. Back to Aridin. It only takes you a few minutes to find Aridin sitting on some rocks. Ugh. Fucking, that hurt like hell. He's alive. Of course I'm alive. You think I'd die just because I got a building thrown at me?
If I didn't blast myself out of the way, I'd probably have been buried under a lot more rubble. Probably wouldn't have been able to dig myself out. Solix probably could have done that, but if he went this far to kill me, I really doubt he'd do that willingly. There's no way he hates me in a way that'd lead to a decent congolingus relationship. Or Caligonus. Yeah. I was actually pretty close to biting the dust here, huh? Hey, do you ever think to yourself that you have all the power you could ever want or need, and every whim catered to with ease? And that even despite all that your happy moments are as fake as magic is, maybe even more fake. There's no way I'm not doing something wrong here. After all this, I can only wonder what you think of me. I'm just a scumbag who keeps setting himself up to fail, right?
You ask Aridin if he wants the truth, wondering aloud if he can even handle it.
Listen, I'm not gonna be in any more pain than I'm in right now, having been dumped 3 consecutive times, and also getting crushed under several tons of concrete too, I guess. I can handle the fucking truth, so just give it to me.
In front of you, you see an absolutely hopeless moron who achieves their station in life through no work of their own, and who's placed all of his stock into social lies. He's cherry-picked the ones that have worked for him, and rejected all of the others. But what has that done for him, really? Absolutely nothing. Believing in this society has only ever hurt him. Maybe not in the same way it's hurt your other friends, but not even trolls on top of the heap are immune to Alternian's brand of poison. He's a 6-week-old kid who's ultimately just scared, lonely, and confused. Someone who doesn't have to be hopeless. Someone who can violently burn away all his failings and rise from the ashes like a phoenix who decided, maybe this next life, let's not be so fucking racist all the time. So you tell Aridin to get up from his throne of wreckage on his sunken ship and start making his way to some pit stops of self-betterment before more people take grievance with him the way Solix has. Then maybe he can tear down all the false hopes that comforted him throughout the sweeps.
Damn, Okay, not that this isn't surprisingly deep-cutting and helpful advisory reflection, but like, there's no way I'm gonna remember all this. You gotta at least write this down or something.
Don't worry. This is a text-based game. There's definitely going to be transcripts available online in a matter of hours. I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to have to ruminate on all this for a while. But I think I'm tired of being and feeling so awful all the time. I just don't know where to even begin with myself. And I think that you might be asking a lot more of me than you think. Life never stops asking a lot from you.
Fair point.
It's definitely going to be a long process. There's pretty much no way you can force feed the a redemption arc in the span of today. Hell, you'd be surprised if he didn't still suck after a year from now. But even the shittiest kids can change a lot, with a good push in the right direction. Hey, thanks for sticking by me. Even if only for today. Of course, you tell our Erden. What else are friends for? And besides, your day with him isn't over. But wait, what do you mean by that? After all this, you want to still spend time with me? Absolutely. You take Eridan's hand and pull him up to his feet. After all, you two have a movie to watch. This is my swamp! This is my swamp! Swamp. Okay, that's fun to say. Well, there's that. Still need to get all these mystery things, and I'm going to do the others as well. But that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you liked it, please put a like on the video. And if you want to see more of my content, please subscribe. And ring that notification bell so you don't miss anything I upload. And as always, I will see you tomorrow.